Now, I don't want to scare anybody, but business is one of the funniest things. And the reason why is because a lot of people look at going into business or going into entrepreneurship as a cute cruise ship, something fun, something lovely. But I will tell you right now that it is warfare. It is literally warfare. Spiritual warfare, mental warfare, physical warfare, pure warfare. And I'm going to link it to a quote which my pastor spoke about, how a lot of people come on the Christianity lifestyle or the life and think it's just going to be a cute cruise. But you haven't come on a cruise, you've come on a warship. And I'm going to link that to entrepreneurship. It is not a cruise, it is a warship. And there was a video that I saw a couple of days ago, and it was somebody speaking about how somebody said put me on, but they weren't there when I was tearing my hair out to just understand what I was doing. And I want to paint this picture because anyone who's going into entrepreneurship or trying to start a business, something like that, as much as people tell you to start it, it is way harder than it seems. And I want you to understand this before you go into it, because you need to understand that when things don't go right, that is part of the journey. That is part of the game. There was a quote that Elon Musk said when it was when he was in 2008 and he was building SpaceX and Tesla at the same time. He said he was caught up in a situation where he had to pull a rabbit out of a hat. Now, when I imagine that, I'm like, that's not possible. But that's the situation. Of course not possible. That's the way he had to describe the situation. To the point where one of the smartest men in the world had to go and say he was caught up in a situation where he had to pull a rabbit out of a hat. I can only imagine what difficulty he was going through. And there are so many situations that other entrepreneurs can be a testament to say that they was going against the impossible. They was doing something that they never thought was possible, but they pulled a rabbit out of their hat. Now, I come to say this because it's funny. I look at it and I laugh because it's so true and so real. And you must prepare yourself for that. You must be prepared to pull a rabbit out of a hat in a situation where you are faced with the impossible. Because if not, there will either be somebody who sits there and somehow pulls that rabbit out of the hat, or the market will just concave and you won't be able to fulfill the demand because you have no supply. So once again, entrepreneurship is funny, but be ready for a war if you are doing it.